ain't nothing else. You know I'm falling in love, that's for someone else.
What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna react to and preach Andrew Shulz, whatever, versus ShxtsNgigs. I think ShxtsNgiggles. I don't know these people's names. Anyways, there's some tension. I saw the clip of what Andrew said, and it made like the ShxtsNgiggle people uncomfortable, laugh. I don't really know. I really don't know. I was trying to like analyze body language. It seemed like they thought it was fucking funny and kind of like agreed with it. Very, very weird. But apparently there is some like tension now. There is some issue. Mofos talking bad about each other. I don't know. So let's get into it. See what's going on.
Decided to hang out with Andrew Shulz on the Flagrant podcast.
What?
I'm here for it, bro.
I'm here for the.
I used to look at Andrew and his podcast people, and I thought they were kind of cool back in the day, but I don't know. As of late, Andrew at least has been wilding.
Multicultural,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, black girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
Came
You're
in,
into that.
Yeah, she came in.
What's the black girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys don't know about black girlfriend effect. She just.
Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect? This
Oh,
is
you don't know
You
about
just
this?
blow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Nah,
Glows up, bro.
I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave
Oh
their
my
hair.
god, isn't it so funny? I just don't get like why mofos are like comedians or whatever the fuck. Like they're not fucking funny. What the fuck was the joke? Where was the joke? I feel like that's just like, I feel like there's like racist jokes that are funny. Like I feel like Family Guy's my fucking show, and they do a lot of them. And so like I can appreciate a race, like that's not what he said wasn't fucking funny.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
Oh my god, I was so.
It needs to stop raining.
Yeah.
It needs to stop raining.
Was there some baddies? Y'all not used to that?
Was there baddies?
Yeah, was there baddies there?
I think there was. I don't even remember, bro.
From when we were sitting or standing,
Like two.
It was a.
Yeah,
Only,
it was slim pickings.
only a handful. Yeah.
I haven't seen
In Atlanta?
in Atlanta. I've seen the least baddies so far.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm surprised.
That's the truth.
Because thank God we ain't from here.
Yeah, I'm
I'm a Texas
surprised.
girl.
Very surprised.
We from Texas.
You ain't offending me none.
I don't know why these girls are kikiing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, what's the fuck? Y'all know exactly what this man talking about. Y'all know exactly what he talking about. And I hate, like, when... Never mind, I'm not even gonna get into that. Never
So when
mind.
he says he doesn't see any hot girls, he's also
By
talking.
the way, look at my nails, bro. It's fucking aliens. Y'all ever seen a mofo with aliens on their nails? Probably. But, like, just enjoy. You see that? Alien, drippy, spaceship. Shut the fuck up.
How about you? Don't matter whether you are from there or not. You think these guys, when they're walking around, they know who's from Atlanta, who's not? They're just talking about the black women there in general. But anyways.
I never said everyone's beautiful. I just told you Atlanta's clapped. I never said everyone's beautiful. I just said I'm not seeing anybody's here.
Okay, that's
You know what's funny about Atlanta?
Those are the comments. They got a lot of people upset. And then they were getting a lot of flack for it, so they decided to respond.
If you know, you know. If you don't, it's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute.
Yep.
This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And yeah, there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women.
Yep.
And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Making a frankly racist joke.
Yeah.
And we were laughing at it. And to give, there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you, I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down,
Yeah.
I'll smack homeboy in the face,
Yeah.
I'll say this, I'll do that.
You would have done none of those things, my boy. You would.
But why is the fight or flight? This isn't like a situation where that's necessary. Why are you fighting? Why are you flighting, bitch? You could have just like, you know, like. Am I in hell? I could be, but I don't.
None of those things, my boy. No. No. You wouldn't have smacked nothing, nobody's cameras, and I hope you wouldn't. Not because you're a bitch, because you're not in your country. You're not gonna fuck up people's. No. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I don't know why. I gotta think about this. I gotta let this one simmer and let it process. But I don't think that she would have done none of those things. But I'm gonna let you carry on. I'm sorry about that.
I don't think he's saying he would have done that. He's saying
No, yeah, he's saying like the other people would say, "Oh, I'll do this if I'm in a situation," but when you get in a situation, it's different. No, I don't think so. I feel like, yeah, you could be like uncomfortable. Like you can be like, ha ha ha. No, that's not what I'm saying. So I don't want it to get misconstrued. Maybe that's what you mean, but you don't have to be like argumentative. You could just be like, that's all you, bro. That's you, but that's not what the fuck I was saying. Or, I don't agree with what you're saying. That's it. What the fuck? You don't have to fight, mofos. But you could have said like, nah, bro. You a grown ass man, bro. A grown man. And you acting like you scared of these mofos. Like if you said something very much against what I believe and that was like demoralizing to another group of people, I would speak up. And maybe that's just the type of person I am. But I don't, whatever.
A lot of people are watching and they're saying what they would have done. Okay, so
good. Thank you.
No worries. Let's keep watching.
But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro, move on is the fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next thing.
And
like we had to say a few times, bro, just move on. Just move on.
So many different topics. We were like, move on.
Yeah.
And it's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
get out of that situation.
Literally get out of that situation, keep the ball rolling, and we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat, but it ended up being something that's
something that's like really hurt people that look to us for some.
She used to watch on a TV show who was obviously black. She was like, oh, I wish I was her. And I'm thinking, what?
Jesus Christ.
She kept on saying, oh, I wish I was black. I'm thinking,
Jesus Christ.
What?
For starters, if he was black, you wouldn't be getting any black men, so I'm just saying.
Does this sound like somebody that I've never seen these clips? This don't sound like somebody who's.
Man.
Let's be clear. Let me make something very clear. As a black woman, right here, you see, I ain't never had no issue getting no man, in general. But I definitely ain't never had no issue getting a black man. Okay. Number 2. I need y'all to also understand that a lot of black women don't give a fuck. If you are a black man and you date outside your race, I promise we don't care. Y'all living on the internet and y'all seeing 12-year-olds that are trying to, probably dealing with some like bullying or trying to accept themselves and stuff like that and kind of projecting a lot of stuff, going through stuff, really young kids that are dealing with insecurities based off of whatever is going on because, let's be real, colorism is a thing. Stuff that's on the internet is damaging. Beauty standards, all of that. So y'all are seeing like little kids be like, "Oh, you hate your mom, you hate your blah, 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 blah," because somebody's with somebody that's or damn, they're with that kind of person. That's just great, bro. I don't give a fuck. Date who the fuck you. What the fuck does it have to do with me? Dating who you want. Date who you want. Leave it at that. If you start saying, "I only date this kind of woman because black women," I'm chilling. Why the fuck? Why am I in it now? Why are you so upset? I'm chilling. Like, I really do you, bro. Oh God, I don't care. And I think a lot of black women do not give a fuck, but it's always this story painted that we are just so like bitter and hate all other types of women because that they're taking our, bro, like I said, I ain't never had no issue ever. And I definitely do not give a fuck whoever else is dating whoever else. Just don't come trying to degrade me. Leave me and my females, my fellow black women out of it. Date who you want. Damn.
Just keep listening.
That's such a bold statement to say.
I wish I was black.
I wish I was black. Like, yes.
What's going on in your life?
What? Do you know what I mean?
You're white, fam.
You're white.
You're winning, fam. To interrupt. What is it with? It sounds like I'm hating on black girls. I'm actually not. Even though I'll come back to it, I used to have such a stigma against black girls because they used to bully me. Even though I'll come back to it, I used to have such a stigma against black girls because they used to bully me. Anyway, moving on. I'll come back to it. Why do black girls want every type of guy?
I just want to come back. The reason why I play that clip because I'm like, wasn't you doing the exact kind of jokes? If not, that is more flagrant than what they said, if not at the same level.
Yeah, but you can argue the fact that this was a long time ago when they changed, and now it's no longer good to make those jokes.
How long ago? They look the same.
It doesn't matter.
It was a year ago. It changes everything. It changes everything for me because they made it sound like this was human they don't agree with, and that they would never, and they were just having a fight or flight. But you see that even in the confines of their own podcast, these motherfuckers was making the same kind of joke. What stereotype are they playing on right here? Black women are undesirable. I think it's hilarious that they're acting like they're above this kind of humor, and then you dig in a little bit, and they was
That's what I'm
doing these.
saying. Like, that's where it becomes a problem for me. When Fresh and Fit were doing it, I don't, like, just stop bringing me up. If you don't like to date a certain type of women, why do you have to go into all the reasonings of why? Just say you want what is it, a foreign woman, a Western? I don't really know what they be talking about. Anyways, they want somebody else. So, and it's because of a different group of people. Bro, how are you judging a whole group of people by your experiences? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. Or by what the media promotes. The media promotes mostly negativity. So what are we doing, really? I just don't like when people do that. They just generalize a whole bunch of people. It's way too many people for you to generalize a whole group of people by a handful of experiences, bro.
These kinds of jokes. I just want your opinion. Does this change the way you perceive the whole thing?
No.
What you mean?
No, it doesn't change anything. Because I was saying, you was laughing. That's what I said in the video.
Sure.
I said, nah.
Sure.
Nah. I was
Those
not buying it.
suspenders?
You were giving the benefit of the doubt. So I can understand that it changed some things that you say, or the benefit of the doubt that you were giving. Me, it's not. Because that's what I've been saying. I'm like,
It's okay, but just don't act indignant. I couldn't. Oh, bitch, that was you Saturday. What you talking about? It's phony. That's what it's giving. It's giving.
It's
giving
fake.
Fake for the audience. It's giving. I would never.
It's not
But we
fake.
know damn
It's
well.
really-
It made me think of the girls who be like, "Ooh, you like this, you like that." And on the weekend, they sucking that exact kind of peen. Like, shut up, bro.
it's what you said. It's what you said it was. You know, when you're affected by what people are saying.
Audience capture.
Yeah. Audience capping. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Okay? And it's okay. Because now you're caught in the midst of it. You're like, I really get it. I really understand. But also, no. That's it. It doesn't change much.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't see it. Tell me, what is the difference between making all kinds of jokes about the fact that black women are undesirable, or that black men are never checking for black women, and then making jokes about the black women stereotypes? Is there a difference?
Yes, there is a difference.
Okay.
The difference is the amount of followers that you had when you made the joke, and the amount of followers that you have now appearing on that podcast.
Yeah.
It grew. You
I
understand
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
they just are hiding. They have to appeal to their audience, so they're not gonna say them types of jokes no more because of what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that joke. It just kind of flew. So yes, there's a difference. The amount of people that might be pissed off at your shit. That's the difference. And it's okay. I get it. It's when you're not used to this shit. I can understand. Like if I transpose myself 3 years into this thing that we're doing called Lab and Preach, caught in the between certain. It can really. I got flashbacks right now. Losing friends, losing connections, and stuff like that because of something that you said. People not wanting to. I get that, and it can be very frightening, and that's what they're doing. That's why they're doing that. Oh my God! It's the heat. It's hot.
Look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss, is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Facts.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't know
that you don't know what's
yeah,
going to happen.
yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like, fuck, all right.
You learn from your mistakes, and that's literally
it, bro.
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we
man.
fucked it, and we're sorry.
You
And
definitely do apologize.
it's, for me, like, it's one of them ones where you don't realize that, like, for one, when you're part of a community, you don't realize that you can hurt your own community.
Especially so
when
bad.
you're not. Yeah.
What the fuck? Am I? What the fuck are they talking about? You don't realize that you can hurt your community when you're in your community. Why? Why don't you realize that? That you can say detrimental things to hurt your community. That doesn't make any sense. Are we getting to a point? Because I'm going to skip it.
Especially for real.
And also, on top of that, it was so crazy that, like, the narrative that's been spun about how we feel about our community.
I'll just say this. I've been on the podcast for Shulz before on Flagrant. That's his type of humor. Okay. Sometimes he does lowbrow stuff. Sometimes he just does things on the spot that are, Asians eat dogs, white people can't dance, black people this. He does that, okay? If you don't like it, that's okay. That's his type of humor, and that's amongst many things that he likes to talk about. He'll make lowbrow jokes, and it's fine, right? We make lowbrow jokes from time to time. It is what it is. Everyone kind of engages it. If you don't like it about black women, that's okay. I don't know why you go on that podcast. if you don't want to see that stuff. The only people who are getting mad at Shulz right now are people that are part of your fan base. Schultz's fan base doesn't give a shit because they've heard him say 1,000 times worse on his podcast on a regular basis. So if you're not okay with that type of humor, you're not okay with the kind of topics he brings up, why go on the podcast? And if you didn't know it's going to be like that, why would you accept? I don't understand for the life of me creators who go on podcasts or feature on other people's stuff and they don't know the vibe of whatever they're about to walk into.
Yeah, I really feel like you should like watch hella podcasts of the like where you're gonna go, or if somebody's asking you to collab, just do your research, regardless if it's like another creator, a brand, whatever, because you don't know what kind of baggage they got coming with them, and it's gonna affect you. You know what I'm saying? So, just feel like that's really important to like check those types of things.
That's like people who go to comedy shows and then they get offended because people are getting roasted left, right, and center. Why would you go to a comedy show? Stay the fuck home. At the end of the day, people want to say, oh, it's Shulz's fault. No, it's these guys' fault, okay? It's their fault, one, because they didn't pay attention to what platform they were on. But it's their fault, two, because when they saw something they didn't like, instead of being, hey, I'm not okay with that, and then standing up, they kind of laughed and kikied while the jokes were happening. That's on you. So, it ain't nobody's fault. If you want to apologize for that, that's okay. All right?
You are getting upset.
Yeah.
You're getting us upset because a Muslim went on a podcast called Ham and Alcohol, and there was ham and alcohol in the podcast. That's what's going on. The name of the podcast is Flagrant, and now you're pissed off because flagrant shit happened. Oh my God, I went to this place. Women, naked. Where'd you go? Strip club. Appalled.
To go a layer beyond that, I think for people from the UK, their sense of comedy doesn't really involve race. And I'll down that, what?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay. They don't like those kinds of things. That's not what most of their comics like discussing either. Race is not a topic that they like touching. In North America, that's a different thing. So obviously I can understand for people is jarring, as you guys still like to say over there, to watch people that you like all of a sudden be in an environment where they're discussing race so fucking much. I could get it. Because if you watch a podcast at whole, they talk about that shit a lot. Let's talk about the stereotypes. What is it, the black angry girlfriend stereotype? Is he playing into the bullshit stereotypes? Sure. Yes, absolutely. That's what Shulz does. He plays into a lot of different stereotypes about different people. He does that about Indians smelling. He does that about Canadians being too nice. He does that about Americans and guns. That's what he does. I can understand why you don't like it, and it's not for you, but that is what he does.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that everybody can get it. I appreciate that. It's not directed to one people. It's just everybody can get it. So I'm like, it's a man for me, but it's just me.
Sure. But you're just saying that because you're biased because he's your homie.
Probably.
Yeah. You got bias.
Oh, yeah, homie.
I don't like that nigga. So for me, I can say what I say.
Nah, that's a lie. That's cap. That's cap.
Find out next time we're on Flagrant.
But you gonna stay upset?
That's cap.
Okay. Anyway.
That is so cap. That's cap.
All right, we'll find out.
And we don't want you guys to think that we were sat in that room rating what's going on.
We hold our hands up, we apologize, you learn from your mistakes, and we hope we don't let our community down again.
Why is their body language like, when you're 10 and your mom caught you just going?
That's what I'm saying. They look so fucking sad. Like, bitch, you know what the fuck you said and did. I don't need you looking sad now. You wasn't sad then. You just sad because people got mad at it. And that's honestly that. Because if they were really upset about it, they would have been like, okay, I don't know what the fuck we were doing. Like, immediately after, they could have made their own video talking about, like, bro, like, I don't know what. I was uncomfortable. I shouldn't have said, whatever. They didn't. They waited till they got backlash. So
either the picture you shouldn't have, and you sitting there waiting for an asshole to just like they killing me right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw the apology, I'm like, y'all doing too much. Because I saw the apology first. I'm like, damn, these niggas must have. These niggas must have been calling black women gorillas or some shit. Like they must have been talking about big booty, boniqua, shaniqua, too dark for the night.
Fresh and fit kind of shit.
Fresh
and fit kind of shit.
Yeah. I mean, fresh and shit's jokes in a vacuum are not bad. It's knowing their views on them actually, and then hearing the jokes. They take on a different tone. I can joke with my white friend about black folks if it's in a specific way. But if I find out he has actual negative impressions about black people, that takes on a different tone. If folks feel like Shulz got actual negative views on black people, then you could have a way to say about those jokes. That's fine. Somebody you know hates you, starts trying to joke with you. You're going to take those jokes completely differently because you know they're not actually trying to have a humorous moment with you. They actually just trying to put you down. That's different. It's not the same thing at all. So they have something called audience capture. Because when I watch them in that podcast and I look at them laughing and kikiing, I don't see them being incredibly uncomfortable at that black portion. They're just laughing. Now, I can never know what's on the inside the same way their fans can never know. Maybe you guys know them better than me, so whatever. This is just my personal opinion. I just think they saw all the flack from their consumer, and a lot of them are black women, and then they felt like, yo, this is just not good for us, and then that's when they retroactively want to make themselves feel bad about what happened. So here's the hot take. The hot take is this.
Heat is hot.
What the fuck? What? Something happened, because they just switched outfits like that. Hold on.
The man, if you have a fan base and it's mostly women, you just gonna suffer for it. Especially if you're doing comedy related stuff, you're gonna suffer for it. Because at the end of the day, the humor that we kind of have, that dudes like to be flagrant, especially when they're amongst other guys. So that's why I didn't really buy this whole thing about like them like, oh, I'm so outraged. I'm like, I don't really buy it. I think you're actually bothered by the fact that it hurt black women. But you notice all these comics who mostly appeal to women at first, eventually that shit starts to backfire on them to some degree. Why? Because the more the women hear them, the more they be like, I didn't like that. Well, that's how men will joke around amongst other dudes.
And that's exactly what.
And I'm not talking about everything, but take Matt Rife as a good example too. Women was all over that. They loved it at first, and then the more the dudes started joking, the more they're like, "Yo, he's a little piece of shit." And women are entitled to not like it at some tone. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. These guys are the ones making the real concerted effort to appeal to them and to appease them. And so now they come off as phony or a bit fake because they are. Because I'm confident if you kept cameras on these dudes and really listen to the way that they joke, they probably do this kind of humor all the time. That's why I didn't like. The only thing I didn't like about their apology is they're like, "Oh, I would never." And it's just you look at the footage and it's like, bro, you did this shit just a year ago.
The Pearl Collection? You wasn't with the Pearl Collection?
No. So I think that's
the problem that I got with is exactly what you were saying. But let me just go more in depth with it. It's just that women, the way that you act with your friends is that you have to agree with everything that they say, and you have to love everything that they say, and you shower them with compliments even though they're not that good. And that's good.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like that. I'm a very like dark humor person. I'm like, I don't know. I done been through some shit, so you gotta make jokes to stop from crying. So I'll make a lot of dark jokes, and I have a lot of friends, the female friends that make dark jokes where we're like later like, bro, we need to go to therapy. What type of joke was that? That shit wasn't really funny when you really get into it. But so I don't think that that's one of them things where just like all girls are just like, oh, oh my God, you're so amazing, and oh my God, first of all, also I call my friends the fuck out. You being weird. And I'm gonna tell you being weird, cause bitch, what the fuck are you doing? You being stupid as fuck. Like, it just doesn't matter. So it don't, like I said, I can appreciate what's the word? Like an offensive joke to an extent. It just has to be funny. Like, I don't know. It has to make me laugh. I remember on Family Guy, they did this whole, I'm gonna put the clip in. I don't know if it's gonna get copyrighted. Anyways, it was about like Martin Luther King and like the way he died, and Peter was just so stupid with it, and I was like cracking up. Like, no, it's the real thing. It's not fucking funny. It's just like, I feel like it's just a way to make it funny. And if it's not funny, it's just not funny. You know, I'm just not like that. I grew up with like brothers, had a lot of male friends, but I also had a lot of female friends. We just like joked around. It's just some people are more sensitive than others. Some people don't like certain things. It's just like you kind of gotta find your group that likes certain things. So. That's my
that you do that. It's wonderful that you do that. Men will do the opposite with people that they love. We will flame our friends. We will be flagrant with them. We will call them out on their stuff. You know what I mean? So if your friend hates another girl, the other girl is the ugliest bitch you've ever seen, even though that's not true. Our friend is the ugliest motherfucker we've ever seen. Oh no! Now you're affecting me.
Bro,
me? How dare you? Bro. It's okay that whenever you talk to a girl, it's okay that you flame everybody or she flames you. But the minute that you go with her and it's personal, you can't do that. I was chilling with a friend and she grabbed my belly. I grabbed her belly. That was out. I was like, oh, you fat too.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, because that was not okay. But then this y'all.
I'm sorry, I keep pausing, but that's why I'm very, very careful with who I make my jokes with, though, and what I make them about. Because I wish you would come over here and try to grab anything I got that's a little hanging off. You feel me? We're gonna start fighting. Oh God. I wish you would. I would never make a joke about somebody being broke and I'm broke. What the fuck? That don't even make sense. So I might be blunt, but I'm real careful with my bluntness. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not about to shatter my ego today, bitch. Not today.
You want step? I don't care. I really don't. Women be doing that, and they be whenever they be nagging on all kinds of things. And when it's your turn, you don't take it. That's exactly what Abba is saying. That's exactly what it is you can't handle it, and it's okay. You have the right not to handle it. But to the people that cater to the girls, it is a downfall, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, you're such a piece of shit. No, I've been a piece of shit.
I just had a staring contest with Abba. I won. Just being real with you. Anyways, I'm gonna stop it here. So the ShxtsNgigs mofos. Yeah, I feel like that shit's bullshit. They just saw that they was getting negative attention from it, and they wanted to stop that shit in the tracks. They saw the dollar signs going down. They need to stop that shit. Okay, Andrew and them. If that's the kind of jokes he makes jokes about everybody. I guess cool. I don't fucking know. But if the shit's not funny all the way around, like, get back to the drawing board, bitch. You need to make some more jokes. You need to make sure them shits land. They funny, because it won't even like a, oh shit, what did he just say? Like, it was just like, that's just lame. It just was lame to me. So, I don't know. So I guess I heard that there was some response from Andrew. It was some response from him, and he was talking shit about ShxtsNgigs, whatever. It's a whole situation now. It's a whole deep situation, and they just never went on that damn podcast because ain't shit gonna come out of it, to be completely honest. But it is what it is, you know. For the bruvs, or anyways, y'all like, come subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll see y'all in the next one.